Okay guys, this is going to be a difficult video for me to make, isn't it? I mean, my good friend, and I'd like to think he's a friend, fellow patriot, the Gobster, has just released a video saying mass deportations, the lie they're selling you. I won't play the video, there's no need to really, I can tell you briefly. Gobster lays out just why it would not be possible for us to deport all the illegal aliens in this country. And it's pretty well put together video, and he makes a strong case. But he says that we are being lied to. Well, I for one don't believe Rupert was lying to us. But also I have to ask this first and foremost, Gobster, my friend, have you read Restores Britain's policies on just how they are doing it? They've released a very detailed plan. Let me show you something here. Mass deportations, okay? And this is a really well thought out planned document, yeah? See all the different contents there. Well, what I did, Gobster, to respond to just how we can do it and to give you the answer to all the questions you had and the reasons why you said we couldn't do it, why you were mistaken. I hope you have a look at it, watch this video in full, and let me know if you change your mind. It's not an attack on you, Gobster. We're all entitled to our own opinions. It might be that I'm a can-do kind of guy, used to seeing through difficult projects, and I've been through this in detail, and I believe it can be done. And believing something can be done is half the battle, isn't it? And let's have a look. So what I've done is I've gone through this document and I've used AI to rip out all the relevant bits onto just how it can be done. Yeah. So here we go. Let's have a look. Pause, Paul. Oh dear. Looks as if I'm in for a lot of reading, but you can read it as we go along. Okay, guys. Pause for breath. Opening lines. Restore Britain says the plan has two tracks. First, clear the legal barriers, then build the machinery for removals. Starting assumption. The paper works on an estimated illegal migrant population of 1.8 to 2 million people. Can be adjusted upwards. Phase 1. Immediate legal reset. Repeal or amend the laws, Restore Britain says, prevent mass removals, including asylum support rules, immigration tribunal obstacles, and domestic protections that slow deportation cases. All of these pieces have the links to it, okay, the sources. Phase 2, leave the ECHR, repeal the Human Rights Act. Restore Britain argues that withdrawal from the ECHR and repeal of the Human Rights Act would be necessary to stop Article 3 and Article 8 challenges blocking deportations. Excuse me. Phase 3, the Great Clarification Act. Pass a new act allowing Parliament to override court rulings quickly by simply majority if judges block deportation policies. As you can see, Gobster, they thought this through. Phase 4, effectively end the asylum routes for illegal entrants. Restore Britain's proposes rejecting asylum claims from people who reached Britain after passing through safe countries, which would in practice mean scrapping most of the current asylum system. Phase 5, create pressure for voluntary departure. Make illegal residence difficult by tightening checks on work, housing, healthcare, banking and benefits. The aim being to make many people leave without forced removal. This is a big one. For a start, stop halal food. Yeah. Put taxes on the import of it so high that it is prohibitive for them to even attempt to import it. Yeah. Stop benefits. There are so many other hostile measures that a government with a big mandate can do to make the environment unpleasant for certain demographics who we wish to leave. So that's a big one. A lot of people would go voluntary. Phase 6. E-visas as proof of legal status. Make e-visas the only accepted proof of lawful residence for non-British citizens, so employers, landlords, banks and agencies can check status quickly. That's a good one. Phase 7. Right to work crackdown. Expand checks to contractors, the self-employed, gig economy workers, construction and hospitality, with heavy penalties for employers who knowingly use illegal labour. Phase 8. Right to rent crackdown. Require tougher tenancy checks with major penalties for landlords who house illegal migrants. Phase 9. NHS and public service data sharing. Require status checks for non-emergency healthcare and force councils, NHS bodies and other public agencies to share information with immigration enforcement. Yeah, it's all links to the sources. Phase 10. Banking and finance checks. Use biometric checks on bank accounts, close accounts without valid immigration status, and use financial pressure to make illegal residence harder. Stop them sending money out of the country. That's easily done. Yeah. Put a 95% tax on any money sent out of the country. If they want to send £5, they have to pay £95 tax. Phase 11. Build enforcement capacity. Expand immigration enforcement with thousands of additional staff, including veterans and former police, funded through fines, seized assets, and higher visa fees for high overstay countries. Yeah. Compulsory purchase without payment. Yeah, through confiscating their properties of illegal aliens. Phase 12. Expand detention capacity. Use large sites such as former RAF bases to detain people awaiting removal, with private firms used to manage facilities. When I was at HMS Ganges, there were over 1,000 boys there and maybe 500 staff. Yeah, so I know how many people you can cram into a place like that. Probably 4,000-5,000. Phase 12. Expand detention capacity. Yeah, we've done that. Phase 13, deportation transport. Use a mix of commercial airline seats, charter flights, and where needed, military transports. Phase 14, pressure foreign governments. Use visa bans, aid cuts, tariffs, remittance taxes. That's what I was speaking about earlier. And international cooperation to pressure countries that refuse to take back their own nationals. Conservative time frame. 3 years based on 150,000 forced removals per year and 3 voluntary departures for every forced removal. I reckon they could ramp that up to 5 departures for every enforced. Restore Britain's preferred realistic time frame, 2 years and 5 months. You've got to remember that Pakistan just recently deported 2 million Afghans in just over a year, based on 150,000 forced removals per year and 4 voluntary departures for every forced removal. Most ambitious time frame, 1 year and 11 months, based on 185,000 forced removals per year and a 4-to-1 voluntary to forced removal ratio. What has happened now is we've turned off the tap, haven't we? There's no more coming in. Now we start bailing out the boat. Yeah. Any deportations is good in my mind. Simple narration lines. So there it's telling us the narration lines. Okay. So basically, that is how they plan to do it. What do you think, Gobster? Does that answer your question? Seriously, the document itself is actually much better. Much better, my friend. Yeah. Anyhow, that's all I got, guys. Oh, I do have one bit of news for the members. Our badges came back. There they go. First one to get one will be Kirsty. I don't know if you... Oh, can I show it here? Yeah. Excellent quality. Green arrow on a heater shield. Yeah. And all members will be receiving one of these. I just have to go out and get the envelopes. I'll tell you again how I'm going to get them to you. Thanks, guys. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. I hope this reassures you, Gobster. I know if you read that document the same way I have, you'll be in agreement, probably. I look forward to your response. Still friends? Of course we are. We're brothers.